Remember when I said that I need a haircut like 3 months ago? Well, it still didn't happen. Hello there and welcome to another video where we actually try out new makeup. I feel like I haven't filmed one of these in ages, which is probably true because I was really busy, so I did a lot of pre-recording and that's why I look like a cauliflower right now. Anyway, today we have so much new stuff. I have mostly Catrice, and I have even more stuff from Catrice that I couldn't put in this video. I have a new primer. It's this teeny tiny tube. It's the Smoother Plumping Primer Concentrate with vegan collagen. It is... and there goes the cap. It is a teeny tiny primer, and it is baby blue. It's like a gel texture, which is nice. I'm just kind of annoyed that they do such tiny packaging to, you know, keep it cheap. Like, I would have bought a more expensive primer if it was actually good. So from what I understand, it's supposed to help you plump the skin, hydrate it and everything. Maybe some anti-aging properties as well. Optically fills in fine lines. Not sure about that, but okay. It is vegan, there are no parabens, no mineral oils, it's silicone free. That sounds pretty good. It has niacinamide in it. Oh, I like that. Vitamin E, some ferment filtrates, collagen, amino acids. Damn, this sounds like a really good primer. I quite like it. It is a bit sticky. Of course, I have a new foundation, and I bet you know which one it is. I actually have two new foundations from Catrice, but I couldn't use them both in one video, so there we go. Nude Drop Tinted Serum Foundation. I feel like this is all over internet right now. All over their Instagram page for sure. And it is like at first I thought it's going to be like one of those, you know, dewy lightweight serum foundations. But I don't think that's the case at all, actually. It says, covers like a foundation, feels like a serum. It's supposed to be a lightweight, breathable formula with buildable light to medium coverage. Flexible on the skin, long-lasting skin-like result. Smooths and blurs imperfections. So you don't really have anything, right? What does it mean covers like a foundation? I don't know. Supposedly, it's light to medium coverage. I don't really know much about the finish. It has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. You get 30 milliliters. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a follow-up to their like usual droppy foundation that I really don't like, but let's try it out. So I'm gonna give it a shake. And I'll probably use just like one dropper. I'll probably use way less. But let me just show you what it looks like on my palette here. This is thick. It almost doesn't run at all. That is interesting. I kind of expected it to be more runny and more, well, like a serum, you know. I don't know what to apply it with, so I'm just going to use my LY's foundation brush. Okay. Looks like it goes a long way. Okay, medium to light coverage. Yeah, right. This is an interesting foundation. First of all, not light to medium coverage. Where did you get that? Who showed you light coverage? No one. This is not light coverage at all. I would say this is like a solid medium. And if you can build this, you could probably go up to high. This is nice. Like, straight up, it looks way better than the usual drop foundation they have. The Serum, I don't know what's it called. Basically, this looks expensive. It is climbing into my pores a little bit. But overall, I feel like the skin-like finish is there. It is very lightweight. I think in a minute, if I'm gonna let it sit for a bit, it's gonna like really set and it's not gonna be as like noticeable on the skin. Even now, it's way less noticeable than some other foundations that I have. It does look nice. It's just the pores I feel like don't look great on my nose. But that is the case with many foundations, and we didn't use a pore filler. But a pore filler doesn't usually help if you have a foundation that tends to really climb into those pores. So I think this is just kind of a feature, you know, happens. Maybe we can cover it up with a concealer or fix it with a powder, we will see. My skin has like a nice sheen. I like this. I feel like if I told you that I'm not wearing anything, you might actually believe me. Maybe not on the camera because the discoloration around my eyes is very noticeable. But other than that, it does look pretty good. Although I feel like there's a bit of a mismatch. But I think this is the palest shade. This is 004N. It's a neutral undertone. It is a nice neutral undertone. I like that. So far, so good. They didn't come out with a new concealer, so I'm just going to use my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer and see if we can just kind of bring this to perfection. I'm gonna try to fix those more porous areas around my nose as well. I don't think the pores look any better, but it's survivable. I think the powder is gonna fix it. But before I go in with the powder, let me just say that this is nice. I feel like it's more matte than anything. It is more like a matte skin-like kind of finish. It feels more matte than it is, I think. But I definitely like the way it looks. I'll just take my Candid powder from Revlon because it's like a nice middle road. It's not too glowy, it's not too matte. And I'm gonna set my under eyes so they don't crease. Alright, there we go. Very smooth, very flawless. Yeah, and now we're gonna continue. I don't know with what though. Because I have two different blushes from Catrice. And today I have like a cool toned look planned. So I'm not entirely sure which one is gonna be better. I think this one's gonna be better if I'm doing like a more cool toned look because it's kind of like this wine burgundy kind of thing. Alright, so let's do this blush. It is not like completely new, but it was a Christmas like limited collection and I think it's still available. Sparks of Joy collection and Stick Blush. I think they had two shades. One was like this kind of red burgundy shade. The other one was like a hot magenta. So I'm just gonna... Straight up, this looks like a bruise. It is a funky undertone. I don't know how else to really call it. It is pretty intense. I do like the finish. It reminds me of those like gel blushes from Max Factor, I think it was. But those were really, really good. Super easy to blend. It is nice. It didn't disrupt my foundation. It has like this kind of hue to it. And they're usually way less scary than they look. And I like this one. It's a different red. It has like this purpley undertone and I actually quite like that. Now, I don't think I have... Oh, I do. But I do. Okay, I do have this all over glow tint. The problem is, I'm just really bad with liquid highlighters. But we're gonna try to use it. I have the shade Sun Dip. I didn't take the lightest shade. I was a little bit brave. I mean, it's pretty. Of course it's pretty. It's a liquid highlighter, they always are. It confused me that it's called tint because I kind of felt like, okay, it might be another one of those like filtery glowy products. Nah, it's not, it's just a goddamn highlighter. But, you know, you never know. I'm so nervous for literally no reason. This is what it looks like. It's really pretty. I'm gonna like mix it and... Ooh, that is pretty. Okay, that is like really pretty. I don't know if this dries, so I guess we will just find out. But it doesn't feel sticky or like, you know, some liquid highlighters kind of feel more like oily or like balmy and it's kind of gross. This feels good. This feels very lightweight. And I think I can feel it drying down. That's good. That's really good. Okay, now that we're nicely highlighted, I still have to set some parts of my face because I hate having sticky face. So I'm going to take my Candid powder again and I'm going to just set whatever needs to be set. So I did set on my face, I mean most of it really. And the highlighter is still very much present. I tried to avoid it, but there's like really no need to. It's really there. What do we do next? I think brows, probably brows. Yeah, let's do those. I have the Catrice Stay Natural Brow Stick. I have no idea what this is like supposed to be. It's like one of these waxy sticks. It's pretty dark for being medium brown, but I guess that's fine. But apparently you're supposed to have like a soft payoff and a super natural look. These eyebrows are very natural now. They need some serious help. So I don't know, what should I do? Should I just like bam? Or is there anything else to this? I mean, definitely a soft look. I just feel like it made my brows a little bit darker and a little bit warmer, and I'm not sure I'm happy with that. This brow looks better than this brow for sure, but still I'm not like super stoked about this. Maybe if you have like a nice thick brow already and you just need to fill in a little bit of something, then maybe, but this doesn't have any hold. It doesn't really seem super long wearing. I'm just gonna fix the brows with my Essence Fix It Like a Boss gel, just so I feel like there's something in those eyebrows. So I don't think I would wear this on its own, because it's not going to hold the brows. It's just gonna be like all over the place. Even the pigmentation doesn't seem very even to me. I don't know, this is definitely not my favorite. Alright, what next? Eyes, of course. Nothing new in terms of the eye base. There we go. Pale eyelid, we're ready to go. I do have some new stuff for the eyes. Look at these! It's so cute. I kind of hate that it doesn't match the rest of the palettes because they're all like white, not transparent. This is the Diamond Lavender look, and it's their 5-in-a-box mini eyeshadow palette. If you know me, or if you watch this channel, you know that I love these palettes a lot. I have maybe all of them now, I'm not sure. But this one kind of caught my eye. It's like an interesting color story. You have 3 shimmers. So the white is a shimmer, the silver is a shimmer, and then this middle shade is a shimmer too. But like a very subtle one. It's almost like a satiny shade. I kind of hate those shades because I don't know what to do with them. And then you have 2 mattes, like a nice gray and a nice kind of mauvey purple pink. That is great. So I'm just gonna go ahead and create stuff. Alrighty, so last time we had an accidental Valentine's Day look. Today we have an accidental Halloween look. You know, shit happens. I used the dark gray on my outer corner, the dark silver on my lid. Then I used the purple in like my inner corner, and I used this one, the pink, on the bottom and to blend out the gray. So the only thing left to use is the white one. And I think I'll just give it a shot as an inner corner highlight. Now listen, I love these palettes, I really do. This one, by far, the worst. Like, the pigmentation is not there, the metallics are not metallic at all. Those shimmers are so boring. Like, there's not a lot of fallout, there's not a lot of trouble blending out. The formula is smooth, and it's not like skipping or anything, but this is so underwhelming and like boring that I don't know what were they thinking with this color story. Like, this could have been made so much better. And it's not the look. Listen, I know the look is pretty shit. Like, this silver shimmer is so just mediocre. It almost hurts. And the shimmers in this palette, in these palettes, were some of the best that I have, from like the rosy look or what it's called. That's like one of the best shimmers I own. And this is lazy. I think this is just lazy. I don't know. Like, this one didn't work out, really. Maybe if you are like a beginner, you don't enjoy very metallic shimmers, and you want just something very simple, you know, not too pigmented, not too hard to work with, sure. But I feel like if you want to go for like a gray, cool toned look, you need those things to have depth, and there's no depth in this. And trust me, I've tried to build this up. It wasn't gonna happen. I mean, it's still okay quality-wise. I just think that there were some very poor decisions made regarding the finishes and the color story. I don't think that is a good choice. Just basically, if you like this format of a palette, pick any other one, and it's gonna be better than this one, I think. I have the Calligraph Artist Matte Liner from Catrice in dark blue. This look is already weird enough, so why not give it a dark blue eyeliner, right? So let's go. It is like a felt tip liner. I'm not a big fan of those. And I already blinked when I shouldn't have. I mean, it's not the easiest to work with. For some reason, on my right side, it was easier than on my left side, even though I'm left-handed. Bit odd. But I feel like it doesn't look too bad. Maybe not with this look, but like on its own or with some like really nice yellow, I can definitely see this working. I'm just not a big fan of the felt tips. I don't know. I like that it's matte and the pigmentation was even on both sides, even though there was, you know, like eyeshadow getting stuck on the felt tip. Now for mascara. We do have a new one. This is not Catrice, this is Essence, and it is their new Lash Like a Boss Instant Lift and Curl Mascara. Let's see if it's worth anything. It has one of those very spiky small brushes, and my lashes don't usually cooperate well with those, but, you know, we can try. Like, I never know if I want to go this way or this way. I think this way. That is very spiky. Ouch. Of course I stabbed myself in the eye. How typical is that, right? So the formula is quite wet, not my favorite, and the brush is just horrible. Like, it's very spiky, it's very sharp. If you get it anywhere near your eye, just like my eye started twitching immediately. It's just not the type of brush that I would like. I prefer more soft brushes where I can really twist them in and get to the root of the lash, you know. With this, like, it's painful. I don't want to do that. So this is definitely not a good mascara for me. Maybe it's because the application was a little shy, but it didn't seem to do that much either. You know, like the lashes are black, but they're still kind of just pointing straight. Let's just focus on the rest of the face now. I have the Made by Mitchell Pressed Bronzer in the shade Cheeky. I ordered a couple of these, like 3 blushes and the bronzer, and so far, I'm really impressed. Like the tone of this, the application, everything, it is so good. So there we go, nice and bronzed. But I think that all the cool tones on my eyes are kind of bringing up the cool tones in the blush, which is actually very nice. Oh yeah, we have a lip, of course, we have a lip. I have the new Intense Matte Lip Pen from Catrice in the shade Cinnamon Spice. It is something between like a mauve and a brown. I can't really decide. This is way more creamy than I expected, first of all. And second of all, I mean, yeah, it's nice. The thing is that it just smells and looks like a very old school lipstick, which is very funny. It doesn't feel too matte though. It's kind of more like creamy lipstick, and it definitely doesn't even look that matte. It is like a nice medium to cool toned brown. It looks way cooler in person than it looks on camera. It feels like a grandma lipstick. That's a very weird formula. And the last but not least, I have the Plumping lip gloss from the limited edition collection. And it looks so juicy. If only you could see all the little sparkles in it. I know I have allergic reactions to most Plumping glosses, but I just had hopes, you know. That's juicy. And I think that's the finished look. So yeah, we have kind of like a mediocre smoky eye going on with like a 2000 lip. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I didn't. I think you know my opinion on everything we've used. The only thing I want to check though is the foundation and look a little bit more up close. It really doesn't look bad at all. It is quite nice. It's just in the pores, it looks worse and worse. But that is something to be expected if it starts settling in the pores. It's not gonna get better through the day. And also on my nose, it's looking a little rough. But everywhere else, if you look at the cheeks, the forehead, everything, even the jaw, which is usually a bit problematic, it looks very nice. So I think it really just might be the area with the largest pores that doesn't look too good. I'm not sure how this would wear for like a longer period of time. I did have it on for like a long period of time once, but I didn't really track how it looked. And by the time I got home, I was just too tired to even like care. So I don't know, but the lip products I like. Funny thing about this plumping gloss is that it is not plumping at all. It doesn't sting or anything. It's just a nice gloss that is kind of thick and it looks very juicy. That's the plumping effect. There is no stinging, there is no burning. So if you want like a plumping gloss that's gonna make your lips look really nice and juicy, this is a good one. Overall, I think this is like a successful spring launch. Yeah, I do have more up my sleeve. So if you want to see more Catrice makeup and their new powder foundation, for example, you can check out one of the next videos that are going to be coming up on this channel, because there's definitely going to be another one. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing. And if you want to see more videos where I talk about drugstore makeup, you can check out the playlist. See ya!